Okay, so in this one we're going to just take one specific sequence that uses the circular fifths, but we're moving down in thirds, okay? This is extremely common, especially in continuous modulation, but the thing we want to remember about chains and sequences like this is you actually do want to break free with them. You don't want to just keep going around the circle and just keep continuously using the same thing over and over again. It's probably going to bore somebody eventually, so and this we're going to cover doing this movement down in thirds in the counterclockwise direction, but we're going to practice breaking free. So you notice the A minor is horizontal or vertical to the C, and then the D minor is vertical to the F, and then we go to the B flat, same thing, G minor, E flat, C minor, A flat, F minor, etc., etc. So this chain, this harmonic sequence works out really well. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, so we're going to use partial aspects of it and then break free. That's one of the really important things, is to break free. Don't just continuously use something forever. So we could do something like this. Just walking down to each and we'll stop there, and then I'll do that, and then I'll do something on E flat once I arrive there. I could walk in between these chords like this. Maybe E Lydian or something. So it's like a little build up. So that's one way to use it. Then kind of stayed in E flat, and then E flat Lydian, and then ended up on the G major chord, just as a way to modulate out. So you can use it another way, and I'll just figure out how to break free. So I'll do something like this. Okay, and then now go back into the sequence on a different, completely, after we've done something completely different. Still the same down in thirds movement. Now breaking out again. And I'll show you what I was thinking as I was doing that. Just the chain down in thirds. When I ended up on the G minor, I considered that like a 4 chord, as if I was going to D major, but then I stopped and just pivoted again off the A major to E. Look, it's related to E, so on the circle. Okay, and then started on E, the same exact chain. And then on the B minor, 4, 5. Every time I hit a minor chord, I would, once in a while in that pattern, I'd consider it like a 4 chord and then go to a 5 chord, but not actually modulate to that separate key. So let's do something like this. Just hold the related tones. And maybe break out. Still using third bass movement. Now, a very treated like the last major chord with a third after a third move as like well, let's just sort of A minor, F major, D minor, B flat, G minor, A flat, C minor, A flat, F minor, D flat, acting like a Neapolitan 6, and then we're back to C. So a way to break out of that continuous chain. But we changed it up a little bit by holding common tones first. So A minor, F major, D minor, consider its relationship to A major, okay, as like a borrowed 4. And then repeat the same sequence. And then do the same thing as if a borrowed 4 to F sharp major, okay? Or you can substitute in the half diminished, the 2 half diminished, like this, on each move instead. So let's do this. Like something like that, half diminished, okay? So you can interweave the borrowed 4 and the half diminished pretty easy. Let's do that sequence musically. And maybe just kind of rest now. okay, on the F sharp or G flat, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't really matter to me. So let's break free from the cycle by doing this: down in thirds, then up a fourth, down in thirds, up a fourth, down in thirds, up a fourth, and it actually will take us right back to C. Okay, something like that. So let's throw a twist on this. We'll do C, A minor, F major 7th, B flat, E flat major 7th, A flat, F minor 7th, and then D diminished to G. So we're given a little twist here. So we have a different kind of, we have the same sequence, but okay, so that's the only harmonic sequence we're going to use. Okay, the whole moral of this is to take a single harmonic sequence and learn how to take it in all kinds of directions, and especially breaking free of it. That will be probably the hardest part, is to, where can I go from here? How can I break free? How can I keep it? How can I return to my center? How can I stay away from my center and continuously modulate? But it's important to break free. And in your break free moments, you could have like what we did in one of the examples, where you have a little thing happen, harmonic thing happen that's very similar to your next breakout of the sequence. So the similarities within similarities, that also helps too. So basically just try to take these chains that are very common and learn how to break free of them, and learn how to use them in multiple ways, multiple directions, multiple endpoints. There you go, and we'll move on to the next one. So remember, this is more of an intermediate to advanced kind of thing. So if it loses you, then I apologize for that. But this is actually more, for that crowd. I'm not trying to aim at beginner stuff. So especially when it comes to creating music and writing and harmonic sequences.